welcome to today's session on Moments of Kairos. Today we'll be answering questions about marriage, relationship, and family. So do well to join us. You're welcome on board. Thank you.
This is like multiple barreled questions. A partner who is keeping secret, you don't know too much about his spendings, his businesses, and to make matters worse, you hear from third parties the things that he's doing that you don't even know about. And then, of course, when the rubber meets the road, or when those businesses fail, or when those ventures fail, uh, it comes back to both of you. Now, I want us to see from this point, when you get married, two have become one. So it is not his problem. Really, he is the one that initiated the problem, but it is the both of you's problem as husband and wife. So, first and foremost, have a change of mindset about it. It's not his problem. He engaged, or he brought that problem upon the both of you as long as you are married. If you are not married, those could be indicators or indices or parameters by which you judge if you want to continue in that relationship to marriage or not. But now that you are married, take it from this point of view. Now, having said that, I keep saying pray. You can never pray enough, and you can never over pray. Pray. So that God will first condition you. The conditioning of our mind a lot of the time determines the reception or the receptibility that we are able to exercise when God is speaking to us. So pray. As individual beings, we are complex. How much more when you are now married, two now become one. Paul says that is a great mystery, and I do not pretend to understand it all. So it's a mystery. An individual is a mystery, and two becoming one. I think that's the school of mystery. So what do you do in this case? First and foremost, I would say, having prayed, engage, discuss it with him. How you must understand your spouse, your husband especially in this case. You must understand how he reasons, how he takes situations, and how he takes decisions. You must understand the right time. Because the Bible says there's time for everything. There's a time. If it's not time to talk and you are talking, you won't get his attention. If he's eating, or it is time for both of you to have sexual or conjugal intimacy, that's where you bring up such topics. You will not gain his attention. If he's engaged in a business transaction and you bring up such conversation, you may not get his attention. If it's somebody that is given to ministry and he has so much on his plate at that point, or any other kind of duty, you must be mindful of his peak and his off-peak period. Off-peak periods are when you bring up such matters. However, we must also ask, was he like this, or has he always been like this? If he wasn't like this from the onset of marriage and suddenly he became like this, you can't wash your hands off it. You are part of the problem. Like I usually tell people, I said, if you want an angel for your wife, you create a heaven. If you create hell for your wife, you can't get an angel. Why? Angels, they live in heaven. They only come on visitation or on assignment on earth. They are not permitted to transact on this earth permanently. So if you want to have an angel permanently in your house, create a heaven for your wife. The same way, if you want to have an angel of a husband, make your home a heaven. If he's been open to you, if he's been susceptible to you, if he's been there's this terminology, vulnerable to you all this while, and suddenly it changes, it might be that you caused it. Also check association that he's keeping. The Bible says evil communication corrupts good manners. Evil association corrupts good behavior and conduct. It might just be that he has just entered into some kind of association or entered into some kind of friendship that are influencing him negatively. And if he cannot confide that in you, there's a big deal. That's a real big deal. where your spouse finds it comfortable discussing major issues of his or her life with friends more than discussing it with you, that is a disaster that is looming. So pray, engage politely, respectfully, and if that doesn't work, seek counsel. But I must add that you must also check yourself. The Bible says in the book of 1 Corinthians, we should examine ourselves. Though it was talking about our faith, whether we'll be in the faith or else we'll be reprobate, but self-examination is also important. Examine yourself. Am I the cause of this problem? Am I further escalating? Am I even the one pushing him further for me? What are my body language and the manner of respect, the manner I respect my husband? Most men respond to the language of love through respect. If you don't respect your husband, that may also be his own way of letting you know that I'm not at peace with you. Some men don't talk, and I'm not saying that's right. Men should talk. You should express yourself, especially to your spouse. But there are some men, by reason of cultural upbringing, societal upbringing, maybe inherited traits from their parents, especially their dad. If his dad is like his role model growing up, and he doesn't see his dad, he sees his dad concealing things, doesn't expose, doesn't discuss, they just see things happen in the family, and the mom doesn't see anything wrong about it. However, you see things wrong with it. You may have to engage. It is in a place of engagement you now understand the musing of his heart. What is informing his thought processes. Once you're able to capture that, then both of you can begin to work together in agreement. But until both of you come to that point where you both understand yourselves and understand what informs the choices and the decisions that both of you make, it may just be like a vicious cycle. I hope that helps. Thank you and God bless you.